Welcome to the eCommerce Queen Boss podcast by So Here On Air, where you get every week clarity with your marketing strategy and alignment to build a thriving online business. Your host, So Here, is an expert in experience marketing and consumer psychology. She worked with clients ranging from startups to multi-million-dollar online businesses. The eCommerce Queen Boss podcast is for the woman on a mission to build her own empire. And it's starting in 3, 2, 1.
Hello et bonjour, Queen Boss. In this episode, I will be talking about email marketing and the 5 pillars of a killer newsletter for e-commerce businesses. In my previous Facebook video, I have started to cover this topic of email marketing, and I dug into how to get people to subscribe to your email lists. And in this episode, however, I will be covering why people don't sign up and especially how to keep them in your list in more details. I will also give you at the end the details about my free 5 ways to boost your e-commerce sales in 5 days challenge and how you can join in. So let's get this party started. The main reason why people drain subscribing into e-commerce newsletters is because they love to shop, but they hate being sold to. Think about it for yourself. Isn't it true that, for example, when you enter a shop, most of the time you would prefer being able to browse around by yourself to see what's available rather than speaking directly with a salesperson to guide you? Yeah, that's right. When that salesperson jumps on you straight after you enter the shop and you start having assumptions deep in your mind that they would make you buy tons of stuff you don't need and that you will feel guilty about it later, right? So e-commerce customers are exactly and feel exactly the same because they are human beings too, right? So here's the best thing to stand out, and really stand out from millions of other e-commerce businesses very easily. Are you ready? So your newsletter should be the magazine that your potential customer dreams to read. Let that sink in for a second. The magazine that your potential customer dreams to read. So how do you do that? First of all, it's about working on knowing your potential customer, your dream customer, that person you really want them to buy from you, right? So first of all is the full content that they are actually already looking for should be in your email list. So you need to know what kind of content they are actually looking for. In order to know this, you need to be able to talk with them on a more ongoing level. And when you get a hold on your customers, don't hesitate to ask them those types of questions, right? What they're interested about. And by inserting this type of content into your email newsletter, obviously you increase the chances that they will enjoy reading whatever you send to them and that they will be looking forward to open your emails every single time that you're sending one. So this way, you will also become the go-to expert for them in their mind. They will directly associate you with a business that knows its shit. So good point for you in here. You can also add topics that you know entertains them and that would be directly or indirectly related to what you do and what you sell. Here's an additional tip. Don't call it your newsletter when you are trying to promote for it on your website or any other platform, but use something that would be like a little bit more appealing to them, such as, for example, a VIP list or a free membership or the digital magazine or journal or like anything related to your industry, right? Don't make it sound as plain as the word newsletter, but use a different word that will definitely help you stand out. The next point is to make your email visually appealing, because we are humans and we are also very easily attracted to pretty things, especially us women, right? So use more pictures than text, and make sure that the size of the text is big enough. By that I mean, if you think about it, when your reader is reading your email, you need to keep your readers at ease in your mind. They will most likely check the email from their phones. So if you are putting this much energy and work into these emails, for example, you want to make sure that physically speaking, the experience is also enjoyable for them. So don't hesitate to redirect them to your blog posts or directly to your shop, for example. Also, the same language that they use on a daily basis is the type of language that you should use in your copy, in your titles, in your text of the graphics, in the slogans and things like that, right? Because you want for them to feel like you can relate to them, right? So with no further ado, I will talk to you about those 5 amazing pillars of a killer newsletter for e-commerce email marketing, because all the things that came before were just additional tips. So first of all, you want to use your emails to connect with them. Cover topics that are related to their why, okay? What are they passionate about? And start the debate from there. Open the conversation and invite them to respond in one of your social media platforms, for example, right? You will be talking about the same thing in your email and the same thing in your Instagram or Facebook post or any other social medias that you're using. But give them a prompt to come and talk to you and open their minds and share their thoughts with you, because here is how you also get to know your ideal customers, and by opening a conversation and connecting with them this way. I'm going to talk about videos, because videos allow you to express yourself and connect with your subscriber in a way that plain text will never be able to do. Okay, so create a video that shares your story and includes how you plan to help your subscriber, as it's a great way to form a link, a connection from the first welcome email, for example. That is an amazing idea. It elevates their experience, and it's highly personal too. The next pillar is to educate. So as I said, a lot of magazines, whether you feel like it consciously or in your subconscious, is that they educate you on a specific topic, right? And you want to be the person who educates your ideal customer to make sure that they start seeing you as the authority in your industry, or someone who knows exactly what they're doing, right? It shows also that you're passionate about your business and about your industry and the products that you produce or sell, right? So you want to show how to use your product and how to set it up easily. Again, I come back to this because it's so important for you to start educating your potential customers or your returning customers about the new product that you have and how these products will help them in their daily lives. So you can also show before and after pictures or video, for example, and push for selling the results of using your product more than you push for the product itself. The major mistake that is made by so many e-commerce businesses is that when they are sending their newsletter, it's just an extension of their website. It looks like exactly the same thing as their website. So you see the product, you see the copy, and that's it. They're not showing the before and especially the after, because the after, the results, is why the person your person, your customer, right? This is why they would buy from you, not the bottle or not the product in itself or whatever it is. It's the result, what your product can do for them. So use every single content type that you have to show the results of using your product. And there's a company out there that's just amazing at doing this, is IKEA. They show the creation ideas. So IKEA has a blog page like most of e-commerce businesses, but they also show you exactly the same way. You kind of have the same type of experience when you're in their website or when you're physically in their stores, where they show you exactly how you can style any items that they are selling and how they fit and how they can fit your house, for example, right? They do the same in their website, and that is something that you can also do with your product, is actively show creation ideas. And IKEA is very famous into DIY. When it comes to when you go, for example, on Pinterest, right? People love doing DIYs with IKEA, and that is something that IKEA has noticed very recently and started to show people in their blogs on how to do DIYs by using their product. And I think this is just it's such an amazing way as a company to see them to react on how they can come and fill up the gap of the DIY instead of letting other people telling how to use their product and how to do DIYs using IKEA stuff. IKEA is coming and stepping up and showing it themselves. So that really and truly shows authority for them. If you haven't checked it, I mean, seriously, go ahead and check the blog of IKEA, because I couldn't recommend it more. They are just amazing. The next pillar is to brag. And I mean by that, use it fully and, shameless promotion, because it is your platform, right? Share the testimonials of your previous customers and do that quite regularly on each email. It's such, social proof is so important when it comes to buying stuff on the internet. People want to see that, other bought from you and they were happy. So they will feel like that they're most likely to be happy by buying your products too, right? So you can also share the press coverages that you have, or any type of really bragging things where, for example, you have received an award or anything like this. Brag, brag, because this is your platform to do so, right? So here it is. The next point will be communicate, obviously, because it's an email. And it's made to communicate, right? You can use those email newsletters to share announcement. That can be any type of announcement of something new happening, and not just about your product on your next range or your next launch, but something that is happening in your company. You have hired a new person and you're so excited about it, you want people to know about it, and you're doing this, you're sharing that. Someone will take over your company. For example, you're hiring someone to take care of most of the parts of the business for you. Don't hesitate to share that with the people that are in your list, because these are stuff that they also want to know about, right? It's just as if your email newsletter is as if you were hanging out with your ideal customers and you are just talking about stuff that are just so interesting for them, right? So share this stuff, because it also creates a human-to-human link, right? And it creates more credibility. It makes your business feel and sound and look more human and more real, because the main reason why people wouldn't buy from you and from internet and from e-commerce is because they fear that they would be not legit businesses, right? So by the more you show that you're a human, that it's a human business and humans all running this business, the more you share this, the more the connection will be created with your potential customers, and the more they will feel comfortable and they will trust you more before they start buying from you, right? And they will also start to like you more, right? So that is the know, like, and trust factor here covered. Check. So that is it for the communication. And the last one is, I like to sell versus inform. So I mentioned before, a lot of e-commerces use their newsletter as an extension to their website, and it's just a copy and paste and nothing different, really, like, been there, done that. Nothing new for the potential customers, and seriously, nothing out of it that is just, what's in it for me? Nothing. So instead of selling, and putting the link to your product page or things like that, inform. Just let them know, just as you would share, the same way as you would share an announcement, for example, inform them of your current offer availables, and that's it. It's not just about pushing for the sale, but the email marketing is really and truly is in the majority to connect with the people that you want to sell to. And the more you connect to them, the more they will start liking what you're doing and liking your business and liking your products, and they will actually get more interested to know about your products. They will come to you, and not the other way around, where you're trying to push for sales and leads and things like that, and being like super salesy or annoying and getting pushed, getting no's. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right? So these were the 5 pillars for a killer email newsletter for e-commerce businesses. So now over to you. Come on over the e-commerce Queen Boss Society Facebook group, and I want to hear from you. Leave me a post, girl. Let me know which step of this episode you will take to implement in your business today. So this is it for me today, and right before you go, I'm running a challenge that's called 5 Ways in 5 Days to Boost Your Online Boutique Sales Challenge, and I would love to see you taking part into this great challenge. I will be adding the sign up link in the description, but it's bit.ly/5W5D. And the next episode will be about the power of storytelling. And again, my name is Sohair, and it was an absolute pleasure to serve you today. Until the next time, have a blessed day.